It's a space where you can immerse yourself in a range of art experiences to fit your needs. Here now, sponsoring our segment from Prism Studios, our owner, Katie Newhouse. And it's actually just you today. Normally you have a guest with you.
Yeah, so we like to work with local artists and stay active in our local art community and have them represent as well.
Yes, but would you consider yourself an artist?
Absolutely. So I am a painter and a mixed media artist, but mostly I paint. And it's one of the, it's something I picked up again during the pandemic, like so many of us do. And it just really ran away with me. And after the pandemic sort of started to wind back a little bit and people started to go out, I realized I, was really benefiting from that time spent with other people creating art with our, kind of our COVID bubble. And as they started to kind of go back out into the community, we realized like, we really need to have some kind of way to get people together to create art together in a communal space.
And what skills would you say a person needs to consider themselves an artist?
Desire.
Just the desire.
Just the desire. Art is so subjective, and yes, there are definitely tips and tricks and techniques that you can learn to make things easier, to make things go faster, to maybe make things look a little cleaner. But really, it's about the desire to make art. You don't have to be classically trained. You don't have to go to art school to become a great artist.
Yes, and we will talk more about all the things that you all offer there at Prism Studios, but I would like to know, in what ways outside of art do you find yourself expressing your creative self? Because even your hair, I see that you have different colors going on, your style, your glasses. Would you say it's just with paper and paint and pencils, or would you say?
Oh no, for me art is, it's everything. So like for me personally, I also am a drag performer. So I do a lot with like fashion arts and textile arts in creating my costumes and things like that. And people forget that, like knitting and crocheting is art. That is an artistic endeavor. Textile works is an artistic endeavor. Home decor is an artistic endeavor. Look at this place around us. It's gorgeous in every corner. That took an artist to do. That took somebody with an eye for art and an eye for design to do. So you really don't have to connect. If you don't connect with sketching and drawing, you might connect with painting. If you don't connect with painting, you might connect with sculpture. If you don't connect with sculpture, you might connect with something else. It's such a broad field that, even the tables and chairs that we sit at were designed by artists.
Yes, okay, that's a great way to bring it into reality for people who may not see themselves as an artist. Okay, so Prism Studios was birthed out of COVID during that time, and as it started to wind back, as you said, you were like, this still needs to keep going. My question is, how big do you hope that it grows to be?
I want to I'm very focused on community outreach. And so for me, it really comes down to if we're serving one member of our community, that makes me happy. Obviously, I want to reach as many people as possible, but we will go and do art events for 2 people. We'll have paint classes for groups as small as 2. And as big as 200 we've done. So, we want to have that reach. We want to reach out to our community, but we want to stay local. We want to stay engaged in our local community is really important to us.
Okay, you all offer sip and paints that you refer to like, okay, let me just refer to the name. It's Paint at Your Pace, Prism Painted, and Paint Assist. Yes. I want you to put us in those spaces really quickly. If we were to show up and attend, what can we expect?
So they're all a lot of fun. So Paint at Your Pace, that's something that we offer, and we actually offer that weekly for free to the community. We have a free Paint at Your Pace session at the IMC every Thursday night from 5 to 8, and that's running through December 19th. And that is just an open studio time where you can come and be creative at your own schedule, at your own pace. So we provide all of the supplies, the paint, the canvases, the drawing materials, and then we just hang out at a big table, a bunch of us, and working on our own individual projects. But it's great because you get that interaction with each other. If you feel stuck, you can get guidance. If you feel stuck, you can get feedback from other people who are, artists of all varying types. And so it's really cool.
Yes, and I love that you offer that in the same way through the Prism Painted class and the Paint Assist class.
Yes.
All such amazing services that you all offer there at Prism Studios.
Thank you.
And I hate that we have to leave so soon, but I appreciate you for allowing us a space to come and see for ourselves during Thursday IMC painting times.
Absolutely, and we're mobile too, so that's one of the nice things. Instead of having to have a place where you come to, we'll come to you. So if you want to meet at a park, if you want to meet at a local community building, if you want to meet at your home, I have everything is mobile and we can just pop up anywhere. So it's very focused on trying to meet the needs of the community members where they are, rather than having this expectation of you coming to us.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Katie.
Thank you.
And speaking of meeting the needs, we will be sure to connect you with Prism Studios and all of their information over at our website, ciLiving.tv.